Hello everyone, I'm Peter Moline. Welcome back to the Legends Arceus Pokemon Chatch-Lock. As always, rules for the Chatch-Lock are in the description. We've got some people over in the chat. Bobo is here saying hi. Nathaniel says he can't watch this one. I don't know why, but well, I hope he comes back. Yuna says, hi, I'm back. Glad to see you. Bobo says, have you watched Pokemon Horizons? I've seen the first, I want to say, 8 episodes of Pokemon Horizons. Haven't watched the entire thing yet. So far, it's been pretty good. Now, right here, we've got some Pokemon that are either sleeping or sitting in a chair. Our lineup today is Archimedes, the Alakazam, Little Mime or Mr. Mime, Fluffy, the Gastrodon, Miss Mime, the Mr. Mime, because this is a girl, so it's Miss Mime, Steph, the Gyarados, and Nyat, the Purr Ugly. Alright, so we've been doing a lot of training, and I've decided we're done with training. Rachel Cooley's in the chat. She says, hi. I've decided that we're done with training. It is time for us to just go into battle, see what happens. So, let's get these Pokemon back in their Pokeballs. Be back in, I'll be back in. Archimedes is up first. And, where are we going? Where are we headed? We're heading in that direction. We need to get to the trial of Lake Verity. Apparently we can't go to Lake Valor first, which seems strange, but okay. So let's head back to our little hideaway. Ancient Retreat, yes please. Okay, gotta do the loading dance. Loading dance, loading dance. Oh, and as always, this is your reminder to be drinking your aqua water. Stay hydrated, especially while it's hot. Rachel Cooley says, your Minecraft thing was boring? What? Oh, I thought it was fantastic. So, where are you headed? Alright. Trial of Lake Verity. More loading dance, loading dance, loading dance. Everybody do the loading dance. Alright, we're heading off over here to Lake Verity. Let's get John out. We're gonna have John rush in this direction. Leap into the air, and we summon the bird. Not to be confused with the fish. This is the bird. Oh, there's a ghostly thing. We have to get the ghostly thing. Okay, and we touch it and accept it into our hearts. In the chat, US says, I sadly couldn't watch the Minecraft one since our times are different. It was like 2 a.m. Yes, that's too bad. But, you know, you can always catch it. You can always catch it later. We were having some technical difficulties with the last Minecraft one. Rachel Cooley says you should play MSM instead of Minecraft stuff every Monday on school weeks. What is MSM? I am not familiar with this MSM. But we chose Minecraft on Monday because, well, they both begin with the letter M, actually. So we thought that was cool. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tales go, anyway. Your ARC phone is beeping. I'm getting a call. Or maybe a text message. Or maybe I have to scan the QR code in order for the thing to open up. Rachel Cooley says, MSM is My Singing Monsters. Never heard of it, but I'll look into it. That cave! It just appeared from nowhere. Is that the ARC phone the professor was going on about? Let's do this, Mr. Blue. Mistress Cogita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all 3 of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. Enter the cavern that appeared upon Lake Verity. I'm trying to enter. I gotta push the button. Loading screen, loading screen, loading screen. There's something about this place I can't quite put into words. And we've got a Goodra. We've got an Alpha Goodra. A menacing Pokemon stands before you. Trounce that thing, Mr. Blue. Prove to the Pokemon of the lake how strong you are. Alright, here we go. Unfortunately, we can't just throw a ball and catch this one. We have to fight it. Goo! Oh, that is so funny. That's its cry. Goo! Goo! Go, Archimedes! Okay, it's only level 58. We should be okay-ish, I hope. Oh, well. Well, look at this. This is bad. This is a bad thing of badness. I thought Goodra was straight up Dragon. It must be Dragon and Psychic. Maybe, oh, it's Dragon and Steel. That's what it is. Oh, this is a bad thing. Okay. Let's see how much Psychic does. Not much. We might be losing Archimedes, but the defensive stats were lowered, and Iron Tail is not very accurate. That's good for us. If I do that, I do it strong style, then Goodra's going to get to go twice. But if I do it agile style, we still only get to go once, so it's not going to be worth it. We're just going to have to keep on chipping away with Psychic. Hope for the best. Shelter, that's no good. Defensive stats are returning to normal. And it becomes obscure. That's bad for us. Archimedes breaks through the obscure. Doing an agile style probably means he gets to go twice. Rachel Cooley says, you can catch it. We can. Ooh, that hurt. If we can get it to a low enough level. Okay, we're going to use Recover right here. Hope that we can handle another hit. Iron Tail misses! That is really good for us. No longer obscured. Defensive stats return to normal. That is excellent for us. We get to go twice. Get to go again. I want to get into the red before we try. Yes, Iron Tail misses again! I'll get into the red before we try a Pokeball. Shelter is okay. Alright, let's see if an Ultra Ball will catch this thing. We don't have it yet. I'm pretty sure we don't have it yet, so this would count for a fighting Pokemon. Yua in the chat said, this Goodra gave me so many problems. I remember fighting it the first time, and it was a bit touch and go. Bobo in the chat says, use Ice or Fairy or Dragon type attacks. Unfortunately, Archimedes doesn't have any of those. But what we do have are Ultra Balls. Let's find out. You gonna stay? Stay in the ball. Oh, it's bouncing high. Oh, we got it! Yes, we got it. We got it. New Pokemon. It's an Alpha. It's level 58. That's fantastic. That's the way, Mr. Blue. I can tell by watching that you and the Pokemon you've caught in those little balls truly understand one another. I don't know, I think I kind of forced Goodra into this, but hey. That's fine. Now, let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. You feel a mysterious presence. Ooh. Ah! Kayun! Complete Miss Spirit's trial. Okay. Hi, Miss Spirit. How's it going? Yua says, you and Adaman look like siblings in the game. Well, yes, he is quite blue, so maybe he is a sibling of Mr. Blue. Your emotions. Share them with me. Okay, that sounds creepy, dude. That sounds real creepy. Okay, fine. They're yours, as I'm pixelated. So it speaks from its mind straight to yours. Makes sense for a Pokemon that embodies an aspect of the mind, I guess. Oh, I almost stepped on my bunny. My poor little bunny. There we go. There we go. Sorry. There's a bunny down here, and he requires petting. There we go. Yes, Mr. Bunny. Mr. Hazel the Bunny. Such a good boy. Bobo asks, how do you name your channel P&C Gaming? It stands for Peter and Charlotte. My amazing, wonderful wife, Charlotte, whom you can meet if you watch our Minecraft Monday stream, because she's on during that time also. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Confusion. Bewilderment is the best, I guess. Kayun! How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Exciting. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? It's a wide world, and we're all so different. It's a wide world. Sure, we'll go with that. Nathaniel in the chat says, Mess Blissey, I'm assuming that means Mega Blissey, or My Blissey, is the first legendary you should seek out. Blissey's not a legendary, but Blissey would be a really good Pokemon. I think we have one already, though. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? I felt bitter. Yeah, I was upset. Wow. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Rachel Cooley says, Wooper, Wooper, double Wooper. Wooper is a Pokemon. Wooper is a Pokemon. He's a good Pokemon, too. You obtain Miss Spirit's Plume, which means we're friends. Aww. Miss Spirit's Plume, proof that you have completed the trial set by Miss Spirit. It's needed to form the red chain. Kayun! Poof. I can't even imagine what that must feel like, having a Pokemon talk to you without words. Well, the world's full of mysteries, I guess. I can hardly even be surprised at things like these after seeing the sky itself so warped. Now we've 2 lakes left to visit. Yes, but first we need to go rest because, ooh, Archimedes came through. I did not think he was going to survive that. I thought there was just no way, but he did it. Nathaniel says it's the guy you're talking to right now. The guy you're talking to right now, that was Miss Spirit. I'm also talking to Adaman. Looks like that worked out well, Mr. Blue. Gotta admit, you sure know plenty about Hisui, Volo. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. I think we'd all like some answers on that. I don't properly know how we came to worship Almighty Sinnoh in the first place. I've even got some questions about its true nature. Weighty matters to ponder, for sure, but we have an important task before us. Oh, that's Volo. Weighty matters to ponder, for sure, but we have an important task before us. The chat bubble says, Mr. Blue's shirt matches your shirt. Oh, well, yeah, I guess so. Yep, it's Blue Day. Blue Day for Mr. Blue. Do you want to return to Mr. Cogita's home? Yeah, let's go back. Perfect! I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Loading screen, loading screen. Rachel Cooley asks, are you Ash's brother? Nope. I don't think Ash has a brother in there. Though I suppose Mr. Blue could be Blue's brother? I guess. There's a Pokemon trainer named Blue. Traditionally in the Gen 1 games, the protagonist, your player, is named Red, and the guy you play against is named Blue, so I guess it could be Blue's brother. Maybe Blue's dad. Finally find dads in the Pokemon universe. Wouldn't that be amazing? Ah, Miss Spirit's plume. So the legends told it true. Then the red chain must be real as well. I guess, but this all makes no sense to me. These Pokemon represent our minds, and they'll give us this thing, And it'll let us bind the world and solve all this mess? But how? Why?
Your doubts suggest a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation, exist only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the Red Chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is.
I didn't realize Pokemon got into such deep psychology. Or philosophy. Psychophilosophy. That's what we'll call it now, psycholosophy. I get it even less now.
Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves, on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh and on the nature of the world in which we dwell.
You're absolutely right! Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials, and we'll get the Red Chain.
How nonchalant you sound. How confident of success to which you would contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins.
Well, that was slightly rude, but correct also. Rachel Cooley asks, wow, have you played Scarlet and Violet of the Paldea region? Yes! I don't care what the naysayers say, I love Scarlet. I think it is a fantastic, wonderful, amazing game that has an overwhelming amount of bugs. But you know what? I played Skyrim also, and it has an overwhelming amount of bugs, and I still loved it. Yua says, actually, Bobo says, I like the table design. Yeah, it reminds me of, there is a Pokemon that lives in a teacup. I can't remember what it is, but that's what it reminds me of. Yua says, well, Pokemon Legends Arceus was the Pokemon Company's try at a darker Pokemon game, and personally, I think they succeeded. It does get a little bit darker. I think that Black and White succeeded at a bit of a darker tone, but it was still a good game. Those might be the best Pokemon games that have ever been made. Nathaniel says, 2 more legendaries to seek out. That's right. Let's go find the next one. So, where are you headed? We're headed way up here, the mountains. Let's go to the Snowfields camp. Bobo says, see, I've never been able to properly pronounce it. Poltergeists. Poltergeists. We'll go with that. And we will go and seek out the next location. Now, did we ever... We never unlocked another camp. However, we did unlock the Pearl Settlement, so we'll just go up here. Loading, loading, loading. Bring out John again. Let's see, where do we need to go to? We need to go that way. So let's get up the mountain. Come on, don't make me bring out Sneasler. You can do this. Good. Run, 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 run. Okay, yeah, bring out Sneasler. We're gonna need Sneasler to climb this mountain anyway. Let's go. Yua says, the amount of lags in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is crazy, but you can get a lot of shinies. I got 2 shiny Railu today. That's awesome. We got a Pokemon way up there. It's, oh, it's Braviary. Say, let's try something. Probably won't work, but we're gonna try it. I can't aim. Okay, that's probably not gonna work. We won't bother. Was that the feather ball I just threw? Did it fall down? You guys saw that, right? I think it fell down right there. Okay, let's get out John. Excuse me, everybody. Pardon me. Look, I know you want to eat me, but I don't have time. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps connected to a Pokemon somehow. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokemon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say, anyway.
Ring, ring, ring. The ARC phone is beeping. Okay, time to scan the QR code again. And the door opens. Nifty thing, this cell phone of the future. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. Let's go, Mr. Blue. I imagine there may be Pokémon in there protecting the lake's guardian. Take care. Nod sagely. Before we do that, though, Archimedes, we're going to change your moves. You do not need confusion. What would be a good idea for you to have instead? Probably hypnosis. Did he seriously just have all these psychic moves? Oh dear. Okay. Ta-da. We can't go to the move tutor right now because we are banished from the village. So these are the moves we've got. Let's run in. Loading dance. Now, let's see what's waiting for us. A menacing Pokemon stands before you, and it's a dark Pokemon. And we got a Psychic. This could be bad. Kawow! I know you don't need me to tell you this, Mr. Blue, but I still gotta say it. Be careful. Around that thing. US says, I still don't understand why Alakazam can learn Energy Ball. I don't either, but it might just be what saves us. Kawow! sounds like a karate move. Kawow! Let's go, Archimedes. The Alpha Zoro Arc. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Use Nasty Plot. Okay, Psychic's gonna do nothing. Right? It doesn't... That's strange, it's not showing me. Zoroark is a dark Pokemon, isn't it? Hang on, hang on! Okay, slight bit of research, real quick. Zoroark. Okay, the Hisuian Zoroark. Hisuian Zoroark is normal and ghost! It is not a dark Pokemon. Okay. Okay, excellent. US says, I have a shiny Hisuian Zoroark and gave one to my friends as well. They really love it. That's cool. I would love to see one of those. Wonder what the coloration is like. Amogus Ace says, hi. Hi, welcome back to the stream. We are fighting Zoroark, and we're going to find out if Archimedes can pull it off. Psychic does major damage. Major damage. We just have to survive this thing's attack. Shower Claw is bad, and is extremely bad. Goodbye, Archimedes. Thanks for your service. Let's go, little mimer. What do we got? Confused and Tickles, Mimic, Psychic. We're just going to blaze with a strong Psychic. Here we go. That's enough. Poor Archimedes, we lost him, but Mimer came through. And that's that. Knew you could do it, Mr. Blue. You feel a mysterious presence. Oh, Kayun! Rachel Cooley says, Rylu is in Alabaster Icelands. Yes, he is. I don't think we're going to make a detour right now to catch him. Wait, do we already have one? We might. I'll have to double check that. Come, I will test your knowledge. Ooh. Splash, splash. Combi, Zubat, Unown, Magneton, Dusclops. How many are their eyes? Tell me each, one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. Could you repeat that? Okay. Combi, Zubat, Unown, Magneton, Dusclops. Okay, Combi has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eyes. I'm going to have to... possibly have to write this down. Combi's got 6 eyes. Zubat. Now, I can't remember if Zubat has no eyes or if he's just always closing his eyes. Let's say he has no eyes. Unown has 1 eye. Magneton has 3 eyes. And a Dusclops. Dusclops has 1. So the answer should be 60131. Now, I think I've done this before and I got it wrong. So we're gonna see how many other eyes. Tell me each one by one, get all at once. Answer me. I'm ready to answer. Okay, we gotta get this answer in. So 6, 0. I can do this. I survived Zelda. I can do these puzzles. 1, 3, 1. And Caillou! Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. We got it right. Yua, I didn't understand this question. I literally Googled it. Yeah, this was a bit weird. Bobo says, you need a fairy or dragon type in your team. That would be nice. You obtained Uxie's Claw, which means we're friends. Yay. Proof that you have completed the trial set by Uxie. We need it for the red chain. Yada yada yada. Caillou! Just one more to go. Okay, let's get out of here. Poor Archimedes. Little Mimer is now in first place. We're gonna have to replace Archimedes. I assume all went well, Mr. Blue. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? What's all this running about? I guess I can think of 2 reasons. To keep the chain safe, and to test us. Perhaps you're right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands, after all? Yua asked, does it just rip off its claw? I'm pretty sure that hurts. That would hurt, wouldn't it? That's a good point. Rachel says, Gyarados is a dragon type. Gyarados is a flying and water type. It looks like it should be a dragon type, but it's flying in water. Perhaps you're right. Who knows? Oh, we've read that. Though, having said that, isn't the red chain for mending the world? What use would some villain have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. You could well be right. I guess we'll have no way of knowing until we get the red chain for ourselves. So, shall we return to Mistress Cogita's? Home? Let's go back. Nod sagely. Wonderful! Then we can see if Mistress Cogita has any more insights to share with us. Bobo says in the chat, replace Alakazam with Goodra and name it Goo. That's tempting. But we can't replace it with Goodra yet because we've got to use Pokemon in the order that we caught them. So, that's Uxie's Claw. I sense a warmth to it. The Pokemon of the lakes are strange. They seem to play on your mind somehow. Indeed. We may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilife Village are intense. What makes you say so? It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised a force. Not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it, should the need arise. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants? You make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? That settles it, Mr. Blue. There's no time to lose. We've got one material left to find for the red chain. Let's go get it. That's the spirit! I'll come watch this historic moment unfold too. Watch? Is that all you really do? Remember, once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the shrouded ruins. Nod sagely. Excuse me. A bit of congestion, which means it's time for aqua water. Everyone make sure you're drinking water, you're leaving your congestion, and you're staying hydrated.
You in the chat says dragon types are always given to the wrong Pokemon. Like, what do you mean, Diplin? A literal apple is a dragon type, but Charizard isn't. I've thought that too. Charizard should be a dragon. Charizard is a dragon, in my opinion. The apple thing is... it's an apple. It's a fruit. There should be a fruit type. Rachel Cooley says, it's clear to say that this is the time you beat the game and give us flashbacks so I can cry. Aw, I'm sorry. Bobo says, if Charizard was a dragon type, it would be overpowered as a starter. That might be true. There is a Mega Evolution that turns it into a dragon, which I think is appropriate. Yua says, technically the apple isn't the Pokemon, but still. Technically, it's the worm inside... Oh! Oh! I didn't realize that till just now. It's the worm. And worm is another word for dragon. Oh, that's clever, Game Freak. That's clever. Alright, we need to substitute out some Pokemon. Where is the... Oh, Abra, you blend into the surroundings so well. Okay. Pastor 7, Archimedes, thank you for your service. You are appreciated. Alright, Pastor 1, we have a Spheal! Move him onto the team. And let's see, Goodra is the latest Pokemon that we've caught. Too bad we can't just pop in these guys and use them, but we might get to them if we're going to continue just with that. If we decided we're done with training and we're just going forward, we'll see what happens. Now, of course, Spheal needs a name. Change name, Spheal. We're going to call you... O-U... And actually, we're going to call you a... Alla Raub. All arounder. There we go. Okay, Little Mimer in charge in the front. Let's take a look at Little Mimer's moves. What have you got here? We got Iron Zen Headbutt. You have... Your special attack is so much higher than your attack. Dazzling Gleam! That would be a fantastic move for you to know. I don't think Mimic is actually that useful. Unless, you know, we pop up against a ghost or something. Let's do Iron Defense instead of Mimic. If I could remember exactly what moves we're coming up against, then Mimic might be a good idea, but I think Iron Defense is going to be much better. Alright, Fluffy, let's change your moves. You've got Mud Slap, Tackle, Water Pulse, and Ancient Power. Mud Bomb is going to be much better than Mud Slap, although Mud Slap makes it obscured. Earth Power is going to be even better than Mud Bomb. We will keep Earth Power. He knows Recover? Oh, you need to know Recover. Hydro Pump. The accuracy in Hydro Pump is so bad. I think we're gonna keep Water Pulse instead because the accuracy is 100. And Ancient Power is a rock move. I had forgotten about that. So we've got a decent water move, we got a really good ground move, and we got Recover, and we got Ancient Power. I think we will keep those. Happy with the moveset? We are. Miss Mime. Let's take a look at your moves. We are going to change those. You definitely need Psychic instead of Confusion. You definitely need Dazzling Gleam instead of Zen Headbutt. Do we keep Hypnosis or do we go for Calm Mind? We don't have a good way of... Yeah, we're going to keep Hypnosis. Yep, we're happy with the moveset. Okay. That's good. We'll deal with the rest of the Pokemon when we get to there. Little Mimer is up front, followed by Fluffy. Where are we headed? We're headed over here to the last lake. Let's go to the Bog Ground Camp. Amogus Ace says, I started a new game in PLA. Awesome. Yua says, Gastrodon is such a cute Pokemon. I really wish I had a shiny in both colors. It's pretty Shellos evolution, too. That would be amazing.
I like shiny Pokemon, but we haven't run into any shiny Pokemon in this game. Let's go up to the Diamond Settlement, because it's a little bit closer. Unusual to see a visitor. Well, here I am. Let's run into trees. Here we go, lake. Hey guys, I made it. In the chat, Nathaniel says, the last alpha will be the hardest alpha you will fight. That might be true. Do you know about Lake Valor? It's said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption, much like Lake Verity. Though there are also other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight... Oh, it's still Volo talking. Ahem. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what needs doing was born in people's hearts. Or that's what legend would have us believe. Ring, ring, ring. Our phone is beeping. Scan the QR code, please. Shiny power. And we remove rocks. Such a powerful cell phone. Wonder how long the battery lasts on that thing. Ho! A cave appears where there was none. As if just for Mr. Blue. In we go, Mr. Blue. I imagine strong Pokemon could wait inside, protecting the Pokemon of the lake. Take care. I don't remember what this Pokemon is. So we are going to find out together. Rachel Cooley says, Rhydon, Rhyhorn, Rhyperior. I don't think it's any of those. I'd like to have a Rhyperior. Let's see what we're up against. Oh, that's right, it's Overquill. Oh, this is a dark Pokemon. A menacing Pokemon waits before you. Watch it, Mr. Blue. I've heard about this one from my grandfather. Those quills, they're venomous. I believe this is a poison and dark Pokemon. Which means we could be in trouble. Fluffy might be able to take it out. Little Mimer, though, he's got a fairy move. It's not going to be great against a poison Pokemon, but still, we've got it. Maybe this time maybe it is the time to switch in Mimic. This may all be for nothing, but we're going to find out. Fish-immy! Fish-immy. It sounds like a sushi. Fish-immy! Fish-immy! Let's go, Little Mimer. Ewa says, I surprisingly barely remember anything from Pokemon Legends Arceus early game because I was stuck in the end for very long. Well, there goes Little Mimer. Thanks, Little Mimer. Bye-bye. Let's go, Fluffy. You know what you need to do. It's time for Earth Power. If I do this, Overquill's gonna get to go twice. If I do this only once. Yep, we're gonna take the risk. That's only gonna take 2 Earth Powers. Oh, that was good. He's in the red. Double Edge is gonna hurt. Do we dare try a Pokeball? Oh, the Double Edge took his health. Okay, well, that was that. Yua says, maybe Overquill eats Tatsugiri. That could be. Nathaniel says, you need to catch him. We tried, but the recoil damage did him in. That's my Mr. Blue. You feel a mysterious presence. Is it going to be more math? Kayun. I glow pink. Pink, purplish pink. Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can. It's another food fight! Did those bombs just appear out of nowhere? I guess you're meant to throw them at Azleaf. Azleaf. The marsh bomb. Where'd you go? A little tough to hit him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Purple pink. You seem to hear a voice inside your head. Will you abandon this folly? Hang on. Look at these two options I have. I'm not through yet, or I'm done. Oh, I thought you said I'm not done with this. Like, I can only choose one way forward. Yeah. No, we're going forward. I'm not through yet. No. Who says it's folly? Eventually I'm going to hit you. If I can aim. You seem to hear a voice inside your head. It seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? I'm not through yet. Eventually I'm gonna hit him. Ah, I was close. I can't aim. Disappears at the most inopportune times. Okay, that wasn't fair. I would have nailed him. He just decided to disappear early this time. You seem to hear a voice inside your head. Give up. You struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? I'm not through yet! How many times do I have to say it? I can't reach. I can't reach. Cayoon! Oh, did I finally hit him? It didn't look like it. I think he let me hit him. I really think he let me hit him. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Woo. Yay! It looks like home plate actually in baseball. looks like home plate that you stand next to and hit the ball. You obtained Azov's Fane, which means we're friends. Proof that you've completed the trial set by Azov. We need it for the red chain. Poof. In the chat, US says, I hated this part. I got so confused. I think I had to Google this part too. This was pretty bad. Rachel says, my dog is going to have pups next year. That's awesome. Looks like our lake journey's complete. All right, we've got all the pieces. Lost little mimer. Fluffy is up now. It seems we finished the 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told to then head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let us be on our way. We going straight there? Loading, loading, loading. Yeah, looks like we went straight there. The Shrouded Ruins. Mist is so very good at obscuring things. It's long said to blur boundaries. If we're to somehow bring together the world of humans, the world of Pokémon, and the world of myth, then maybe we need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? Seems I've made it in time. Showing up only when the time's right, huh? With age comes wisdom, I guess. I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokémon, if you really wish to know. Right. But how do we make this red chain? I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it could be forged by mortal hands? Then what are we doing here? We don't have any more time to waste. Ah. Cayoon! 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 Ah, the Pokemon of the lakes. And they glow red. Oh no, they're angry. No, red for the red chain. It swirls, it shines, it's a red chain! And with this, we bind the world. somehow. Kayun, Kayun, Kayun! Ah, Bobo says, next Dialga, Palkia, Gratina... Shh! No spoilers! Ah. Yua says, carrying Pokemon parts with you must be so weird, especially the tooth. That would be weird to be carrying Pokemon bone with us. Yua also says, I've tried figuring out which Pokemon are shown on these plates, but never figured out all of them. It's kind of hard to tell. Bobo suggests one of them is Regigigas. I think you're right. I think one of them is. So it was true. The pact our people have passed down for all these generations has been kept. At last, I can set this burden aside. You've succeeded once again, Mr. Blue. Yet, things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What's that supposed to mean? I've had some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems that the commander is going to forego waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself. What's he thinking? Even if he makes it up there, what can he do against a giant rift in space-time? Well, he doesn't yet know that our Mr. Blue has managed to get the red chain now, does he? That's right. We've got to let him know that it'll be all right now that we have the red chain. Even the commander should see reason then, and call off this foolhardy plan of his. Nod sagely. Running back, do 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 do, loading the dance. Running back to the little village. Zoom. Mr. Blue! Welcome back! It's been grim here. We in the Survey Corps hardly even speak to one another lately. But with you back, maybe Captain Silene's appetite for potato mochi will return. Anyway, wait here a minute, will you? I'll go and let the captain know you're back. Oh, my dear Mr. Blue. The professor has been awfully worried about you, Mr. Blue. Of course I was worried. But don't think I could hold a candle to the stress you showed, Akari. That's blowing it out of proportion. I don't think it's appropriate for an adult to make things up just to hide their embarrassment. But, where's the captain? Wasn't she coming along with you, Professor? She's buried under a mound of work, I'm afraid. We're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems her hands are more full now that Commander Kamado's gone. The commander's gone? Well, he set out for Mount Coronet with the Security Corps in tow. He's determined to handle this whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokémon that's been spotted on the other side. That's why I was filling in for the regular guards, with Pikachu at the ready. Well, we aren't getting anywhere out here. Let's head inside and report to the captain. Some stuff in the chat about what was on that mysterious carving. Yua says, I can only make out Ursaluna, Regigigas, Lilligant, and Regigigas. Regigigas again? I don't think I quite remember. And Arceus. Arceus might have been one of them too. So you managed not to die, just as I ordered. Well done. I owe it to Adamant. No doubt your own past deeds earned you any help you may have received. Before moving forward, I must ask, I assume that you are here again because you've managed to learn something of use? I got this red chain. It's an amazingly huge necklace. Go on. Well, it's stylish. It gets me into places for high society. It's pretty cool. A legendary tool said to bind the very world. Well, I mean, yeah, that too. Commander Kamado is no longer here in Jubilife Village. The Security Corps has been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something that resembled a Pokémon. The commander made the decision to take the Security Corps to the mountains so as to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. However strong the commander himself may be, he should have gotten Mr. Blue to help. As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Mr. Blue, take that red chain to Mount Coronet, make your way to the peak, and put an end to all this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. We gotta get atop Mount Coronet. Alright, here we go, folks. Are you certain you can do that with the commander anyway, Captain? Or with the commander away? If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge here. The face Akari is making. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together. We members of the Survey Corps. Naturally, no one suggested you should not. Whew. Okay. We don't need to talk to this guy. What we do need to talk to is the pasture, because we have to give back Little Mimer. Thank you for your service, Little Mimer. Over in the chat, Nathaniel says the legendaries are the Pokemon adults in charge of the teenagers. Is that how this works? Rachel Cooley asks, will you edit this vid? Eventually, yes. Once we have finished the game, I will be editing all of these. You have some Pokemon you'd like to leave? Yes. Yes, I do. Over in Pasture 7, Little Mimer, thank you for your service. Here comes a Tangela, who we are going to immediately nickname Tangles. Tangles the Tangela. Tingles. There we go. Let's change Steph's moves. We've got Splash, which will do nothing. We're going to replace that with Twister. Actually, we're going to replace... No, we got Crunch, so we don't need Bite. Focus Energy. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Water Pulse and Aqua Tail, that's going to have to be good enough. Keep changing the moves. Yeah. Yeah, let's look at your moves. Hypnosis, Nasty Plot, Slash, and Night Slash. Slash and Night Slash are good moves. You got Play Rough, though. I won't Play Rough in there. Let's keep Nasty Plot. Get rid of Hypnosis. Go with this moveset? Yep. Okay. That'll be good for now. Look at this huge Goodra in our pens. Goo! Ah, well, we'll see if someday that we get him in. Okay, just a minute, everyone. Okay. Let's go talk to Adamant. There you are, Mr. Blue. Idra's already headed to Mount Coronet. How are things looking here? The commander is already at Mount Coronet. He's already started up the mountain? He must be more reckless than that dignified manner of his lets on. Not that I can blame anyone for wanting to avoid wasting time. Well, alright then. I guess I'm going after him. Let me go first, Mr. Blue. If you were to show up with no warning, there'd probably be a fight. Time's a-wasting. See you there. Who is the reckless one? Hey, you got run out of the village, right? But you still tried to find a way to help us all? I don't know if it's the little girl or the adult talking, so I'm going to assume it was the little girl. That's right! Mr. Blue worked hard to get that red chain to help us. Too right, and a fine job he did too. The Survey Corps is always hard at work for the sake of everyone here in the village, as well as for the sake of our relations with Pokémon. Thanks. Here, take this.
We obtained a max revive, which is useless for us, but thank you anyway. Run away! I gave the scary man something. Now run away! Your orders are 3. 1. Make for the summit camp, and from there, the Temple of Sinnoh. 2. Use the red chain to resolve this mess. And 3. Return here, alive. Yeah. Whoosh. Here we go. More congestion, so it's time for more aqua water. Here we go. Look, it's Volo again. I've heard the latest. So you've been accepted back into the Galaxy team, have you? I suppose congratulations are in order. Here, some max potions from me to celebrate. Those are actually useful. Thank you very much, Volo. It looks like the big moment is upon us at last. But no doubt it'll be fine. After all, you worked so hard to earn that red chain. Both Adaman and Idra have headed to the peak as well. My good friend, Mr. Blue, I wish you great fortune in the battles to come. I would truly regret losing one of our most beloved and loyal customers. It seems Kamado intends to use the summit camp as a base of operations for this undertaking. As for me, I think I will set up shop closer to the temple itself. All people are asking in the chat, loading dance? Oh, I forgot the loading dance. I forgot the loading. Here, backup loading dance. I was drinking water during that time, so it's a little hard for me to drink water and do dance at the same time. Oh, this guy! Things certainly seem to have gotten out of hand. Well, if anything goes wrong, the great Melee will be here. For moral support, at least. Thanks, Melee. He's our friend now. Alright, let's head off to Mount Coronet. Let's go, John. Plow through all these Pokemon. Hello, Elekid. We'll come back for you. Electabuzz we all had. Electrive! It'd be nice to catch, but we've got more important things to do right now. Here we go, we're going in. Here we go, loading dance. Loading dance. And now we run. And we run. And we pick up this iron. And we run. We're heading into the end game, everybody. We're getting close to the end of the game. We're going to finish it today. We're going to find out. We're going to be able to finish it at all. We'll find out that too. Remember this guy? It's Mr. Potato Mochi. Oh ho! Still alive and kicking. Sorry about having to shutter the wallflower. I'd much rather be there now, serving up some freshly grilled potato mochi. But that Taskmaster Kamado's gone and left me to oversee our food supply. He always finds a way to put even these old bones to work. While I'm handling that, I suppose I'll handle you as well. Time we got rid of you once and for all. Are you serious? I thought you were my friend. I'll make myself plain. As Kamado's right hand, I'm charged with executing all the gritty deeds Kamado can't or won't do himself. I gave him my word I'd get rid of any fools that might dream of getting in the way of his plans. And besides, it's not just Kamado who longs to live in a new home free of fear or strife. His dream is mine now, too. You've seen my smoke bombs before, right? Well, this is how you're meant to use them. Poof! Ninja power! When I heard you managed to quell those nobles one after another, oh, did it ever make my blood run hot and my heart pound. At last. At last. One final opponent worthy of my great ninja techniques that have been left to molder all these long years. Now he's going to show us the power of ninja. Alright, he's got 4 Pokemon. Can we get through it with these guys? Miss Magius, Ghost Pokemon, Let's go, Fluffy. Smaggie's uses Hypnosis, and it misses. Alright, probably our best bet is going to be Earth Power. It's going to be the strongest move that we've got right now. How much does it do? Not quite half. Stats were lowered though, so I think next hit will do him in, but we're drowsy. So there's a chance we might not be able to attack. Come on. Come on, Fluffy. Break through the drowsiness. No, it's too drowsy to move. How much is the Shadow Ball going to do? That does a lot. Alright. Can he break through? He does. He uses Earth Power. That should be it. That's one Pokemon down. 3 to go. Sneasler is going to get to go next. Just a quick attack, but it's enough. Thank you, Fluffy, for your service. Let's go, Miss Mime. Sneasler gets to go again. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Alright, let's throw in Steph. Crunch is not going to be very good because this is also a dark Pokemon. We're gonna have to risk an Aqua Tail, even though its accuracy is down a bit. How hard does this hit? Okay, almost half. A quick attack's gonna let it go again, I think. That was a critical hit. That was bad. Strong style attack. This is gonna be it for Steph. That's it for Steph. Not good. We're down. We're going down. Let's throw in yeah. We do a nasty plot, we get to go twice. We're not going to bother with Agile or Strong Style. We'll just do nasty plot. Offensive stats are raised. How hard does a Play Rough hit? Play Rough's at 85. Slash is only 70. Let's go with the Play Rough. Play Rough is enough. Good, we got Nasty Plot set up, so if we can survive another hit, we might be able to take out Gallade with just one smack. Nope. Nope, Gallade has a super effective move. Can All-Arounder... I don't think we're going to win this battle because we've only got level 30 Pokemon. Looks like Liquidation's going to be our best bet. Okay, that's going to be at least 3 hits. Oh, and that one's super effective because our Pokemon is Ice. Regains nearly all of its HP. Tangles is the only hope we have left. Gallade sets up Swords Dance. That's going to be bad. We're going to have to pull out something amazing. Poison Powder would be good if this wasn't the last Pokemon. Let's go with an Acid Spray. Oh, it's so weak. One Drain Punch is going to do it. Yep. And that's it for this group of 6 Pokemon. You were defeated in battle. Try again with this team of stronger Pokemon. Alright. We're going to warp back to camp. Loading dance, very sad loading dance. Alright, let's switch up the Pokemon. We have to put all these guys in Pasture 7. Fluffy, thank you. You were such a strong Pokemon. Got us through quite a bit. Miss Mime, thank you for the attempt. Thank you, Steph. Now you got a good hit in. Keep wanting to trap Snorlax. Thank you, All-Arounder, and I can do this. All-Arounder, and thank you, Tangles. And we can't have no Pokemon, so we're gonna have to start over here next. Scorupi is gonna be first. Then the Mothim.
Stantler. And a Vulpix. Then we're going to have an A-Bomb. And our little ghostly ghost, Duskull. First we got to put Tangles back. Thank you for your service, Tangles. And now our Duskull. Now, you might see a problem here. We only have level 30 Pokemon. This is going to be hard to get through. But we have to use Pokemon the order in which we caught them. All these guys are pretty low levels. We might be able to pull off some sort of miracle. We'll see. But eventually we will get to much stronger Pokemon. We might have to just wait until we get to them in order to have a chance of beating this guy. Are we actually running into this battle with such weak Pokemon? Yes, we are. Because that's the rule. That is the rules that I set up. We're not going to change it. Real quick, oh, the Apom can evolve. Totally evolving this Apom. Look, he's so happy. So happy with the hand tail. I just realized he has no hands. He has no actual hands on his arms. They're just arms. He only has hands on the tails. Now, you might all be noticing I haven't nicknamed the Pokemon. We're going to forego the nicknaming because we'll probably lose them in this battle, to be honest. If they survive, we will nickname each of them. Okay, Skorupi is going to be first. Let's go fight Mr. Ninja again. Rage magical blah 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 blah. Benny challenges me to battle. Smagius. And she's probably going to go first. Power Gem is super effective. There goes Scorpion. Alright. Let's go with... Air Slash is going to be our strongest. Not going to do much. Bob is faded. Probably we're going to lose all these Pokemon just with the one. So once we finish this battle, whether we win or lose, I am hatching something that we're going to do about this. I think I know what we're going to do about this. We just have to get through this battle. Yep, should have tried Hypnosis. I thought about should have tried Hypnosis, but that's okay. My defensive stats are raised. Benny's a map. What? The indignity. This bag is avoids Hypnosis. Power Gem is going to be enough. You in the chat says, from this part in the game, it's going to be tough, I'm sure. I agree with you, it is going to be tough. Which is why I'm hatching a new idea. A brand new idea for how to get through this. Use Hex because it's super effective. Not that it does much, you understand. Power Gem is also super effective. And Bpom, what do you got? Mud Bomb, sure. I become obscured. Hypnosis still connects even though I'm obscured. That's no good. Let's do another Mud Bomb. Break through his sleepiness. Okay, does obscurity save us? It does not. One Pokemon left. It's a ghost. It's Duskull. Shadow Sneak. We go fast. It's good enough. Hey! We defeated one Pokemon! Isn't that cool?
Yeah, but he has 3 more.
Gardevoir? I thought he had a Gallade.
Maybe he has both. We're not down any, so we'll just go ahead and use Hex. Which doesn't do much. Psychic's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's that. Alright, folks. I have an idea. Let's go back. Back to our camp. Tip it over a little bit. So here's the idea I have. We have to use Pokemon in the order in which we caught them. However, here's what we could do. We could just decide we're going to retire early all of these Pokemon, since otherwise we're just going to fight with them and we're going to get bamboozled by the guy. So we can retire all of them here until we get to stronger Pokemon like a Quillfish here. Oh, Piplup is only level 15. Teddiursa is really low too. So maybe until we get into the second page here and start with Gilgar. Gilgar, Nosepass, these guys who are a bit higher leveled, and see what happens then. Now some of them are a bit lower level too, but then we get back to higher levels. And I think we have a better chance of actually pulling out some victory that way. If that doesn't work, and we only get to like a few Pokemon left, then we will go back to training and see if that's going to work. But that is where we're going to end the stream for today. I will go ahead and bring in the new Pokemon that we're going to be using before the next stream. But thank you for joining me, everybody, through all of the victories and all of the defeats. We will see you again next time, noon Eastern time on Tuesday. Bye-bye for now.